Namaskaram Bharat. Welcome to third class of Algebra, and I hope you have seen the other two videos. Then only you can understand each and everything in this class. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you if you are a beginner. Right. So before starting this class, I want to ask you something. Actually, one of you asked me for a thing that I want to share to all of you. That many of aspirants of SSC CGL 2024 want a telegram group which will be a targeted telegram group. What does that mean? It means that key a certain target will be given either on daily basis or in a weekly basis, and some of the serious candidates will be there in the group so that it can make a competitive environment and all of you can flourish in that environment and study accordingly. So one of you actually called me and talked to me and you asked me about this. So I thought about it. I initially thought that maybe I can start this Telegram group for free. But then I realized that if it will be free, totally free, I am saying if it is totally free, then many non-serious candidates will join the group. And I want that if this group is started, I'm not saying that it is going to start, because firstly, I want to ask you, do you need this Telegram group? Because if nearly 100 aspirants comments on this video that they need this Telegram group, because it will be totally in English, right? The USP of this Telegram group will be totally in English, because mainly Hindi Telegram groups, target groups are easily available. Many of the creators are creating that, and it is obviously paid. But this will be the first of this kind that it will be totally in English, and some target will be given to you on a daily basis either on a weekly basis. It will depend if it is gonna start. But I want to ask you firstly, do you want this Telegram group, this type of group? If you want it, comment in the comment box. If nearly around at least 100 aspirants are there who want to join this, then only I will think to start it. Firstly. Second thing, I thought it should be free at first, right? But I told you that many of the non-serious aspirants will join the group and it will just create the environment very bad, because it will start from nearly 100 students, and if it is not paid after a certain time, it will be going down to around 30-40 aspirants who will be serious in that. So firstly, I am asking you, if it is gonna start, should I start it paid or unpaid? First thing, you comment down your thoughts about this thing. Second thing, and third thing, I am thinking that first thing, I am accepting if I am starting this group. Secondly, if it is a paid group, then what should be the price? I am asking you, because it totally depends upon the aspirants who want to join, and I don't want to take many things away from them. Right? Firstly, see, one more thing is important, that it is not the thing that I do. So if I'm gonna do this, I'll have to hire someone for this, right? So I'll have to pay them. I'll have to pay he or she, whoever joins this. So for that, I'll have to make at least a certain amount of fees for this group. So this can't be below 200. Firstly, and I don't want to take more than 500, right? So you just tell me if you want it, and if it is a paid Telegram group, then what should be the price between 200 and 500? I'm asking you. Just go and comment it down if you want it, and what should be the price. If a lot of aspirants are gonna comment that, then I will definitely think about it, and I'm gonna very soon start this. Very soon I'll start this. So make sure that you do this. Each and every one of you who is watching this video, I'm asking you, please make comment about this. Either you want it or not, paid or unpaid. Thirdly, what should the price between 200 and 500? What should be the price range? And last thing, let me tell you, optimum aspirants size in group. What should be the aspirant size optimum? 100, 200, 250, What do you want? Because I think it should be at least 100, at least 100. And in maximum, I don't think it can go above 300. So what should be in between this? You please comment it down. Between 100 and 300, what can be the actual size? Please make sure that you comment about this, right? So without wasting any further time, let us start. Let me first rub it. You can skip this part. Let me start today's class. The question is on your screen. A square plus 1 is equals to minus a. Find this value. This is actually a revision from last class. If you haven't seen it, it will be very difficult for you to understand, because I am not going to explain this in detail, because I have already taught you in last class. See what it is. If I divide a in both the sides, it will be a plus 1 upon a is equals to minus 1. And I explained to you in last class that if a plus 1 upon a is equals to minus 1, then in that case a cube becomes equals to 1. Any doubt? Anybody? If you are having any doubt, you will have to attend the last lecture. Now, let me solve this. Let me simplify this. I can write a to the power 5 as a cube into a square, and a to the power 4 as a cube into a plus 2, right? I can definitely write it and replace this a cube as 1. So it will be 1 into a square plus 1 into a plus 2. So now I have a square plus a plus 2. Now, what to do now? I have a square plus a. How to replace a square plus a? I will go back to again the parent equation which I have been given. This is my parent equation, right? Everything is deduced from this only. So if I take a in the left hand side, it will be a square plus a, right? And 1 in right hand side, it will be minus 1. So the value of a square plus a is nothing but minus 1. So it is minus 1 plus 2. The actual answer will be 1. Got it, everybody? Is it understood to each and everybody? Each and every one of you? Please comment it down that yes, you have understood this part. I know this is not a live class, but still it is your duty to explain me. Not explain me, it is your duty to inform me that yes, you have understood this question. Write down the question number and just write it beside that, yes, I have understood it. It's clear. Okay. Now, let's go to today's type. What is today's type? The first type is if x plus 1 by x is equals to root 3. If this is your expression given, then in that case x to the power 6 is equals to minus 1. This should be remembered by you, and this should be written by you in your formula book and in your notebook by your own hands. Again, x plus 1 by x is given as minus root 3. Then again it is x to the power 6 is equals to minus 1. The right hand side, the deduction will be same in both the case. Only the difference is if x plus 1 by x is equals to root 3 and x plus 1 by x is equals to minus root 3. In both the cases, x to the power 6 will be equals to minus 1. Okay. Let me show you something. But let me show you from this only, from this question only. See, here it is given x plus 1 by x is equals to root 3. So what I can write from this? What is my deduction? I know that x to the power 6 will be equals to minus 1. Then I can write it, if I take minus 1 from right hand side to the left hand side of the equal sign, it will be x to the power 6 plus 1 is equals to 0. It is exactly the same thing that I explained you in that cube part, right? You remember this when I explained you this question, this type of questions. There also I explained you this, the same thing. I explained you in that slide also, in that class also. So you must remember these things, how these are deduced. Now, x to the power 6 plus 1 can be written as definitely x to the power 0 is equals to 0. What does it mean? Can you remember? When the x is in sum, right? When x is in sum and there is a difference of 6 in the power in consecutive x terms, where the coefficient is 1 of x, here the coefficient is 1, here the coefficient is 1, then in that case that sum will be equal to 0. Now, this is the theory that I have explained you. Now let's find out practically. This is your equation given, x to the power 200 plus x to the power 206 plus x to the power 12 plus x to the power 18 plus x to the power 48. Now, there is two values of equation, there is two values of x in this expression, both are in addition sign, and the difference of power of x's is nothing but 6. So I can definitely write it as 0. Definitely I can write it as 0 from this. Now, again, this is not 18, this is x. Let me rub it. This is x. Now, again, two terms of x in summation and the power difference is again 6. So, sum of these two value is again 0. So, 0 plus x to the power 48 can be written as x to the power 6 to the power 8, which is nothing but x to the power 6 is minus 1 to the power 8. Again, if minus 1 to the power 8 and the power is even, then definitely it will be 1. The value will be 1. So this is your answer. If anybody is having any issue that how this is coming, the first thing that I explained you is this, and the second thing that I will explain you can understand this from that also. Like, let me write it here. If it is x to the power 200 plus x to the power 206, what can be taken as common? X to the power 200 can be taken as common, right? So what will be left here? 1 plus x to the power 6. And from here you can see x to the power 6 plus 1 is nothing but 0. So x to the power 200 into 0 is nothing but 0. So we can directly write this from this summation formula. So this should be kept in your mind. Okay. Now let's go to another question, and this is a very important question actually. This is a very important question. This is a star question because it will explain you some exceptional things. This will help you to analyze how to solve a question, how you can actually analyze a question analytically. See, here it is given as x plus 1 by x is equals to 5, right? And a huge expression is given. I don't know how to solve it, but there is a huge expression. But one thing is known to me, definitely I know that if whenever x plus 1 by x is given, then in these type of expressions I need to bring things in a way where I should get either x plus 1 by x, or either I should get x plus 1 by x, or I should get x square plus 1 upon x square, or x to the power 4 plus 1 upon x to the power 4. Something in this way I need it. How can I get it? By simplifying the expression. Now, what is the way to simplify these kind of expressions? The best way to simplify these kind of expressions is that we just need to divide numerator and denominator by something. some value of x, I don't know what power, but I need to divide by some value of x so that I can get something in the form of x plus 1 by x, either in this form or x square plus 1 by x square. So I can see one thing, definitely I can see one thing. If I divide x square here, then I will get x square plus 1 by x square in the denominator. So for that, just to cancel out this x square term, I will have to divide x square in the numerator also. Right? So let me write it first. X to the power 4 plus 3x cube plus 5x square plus 3x plus 1 whole should be divided by x square, and in denominator also x to the power 4 plus 1 should be divided by x square. Now let me take this x square into the bracket. What will be left here? I will be getting x square plus 3x plus 5 plus 3 by x plus 1 upon x square in the numerator, and in the denominator I will get x square plus 1 upon x square. Anybody having any issue till here? I don't think anybody should have any issues till here, because I have explained each and everything from the basics. How to analyze these kind of expressions, how to analyze these kind of questions. Okay? Now, let me take this expression into a new page so that I can explain you a few things. What is here? X square plus 3x plus 5 plus 3 upon x plus 1 upon x square divided by x square plus 1 upon x square. See, I told you I must have something in x plus 1 by x, either or in x square plus 1 by x, or x to the power 4 plus 1 upon x to the power 4, or something in x cube also. I am not saying that it can be x square only. It can be x cube plus 1 upon x cube also. It can be, but I saw that from x square I am getting a very smooth equation and smooth expression. So I need to find x square plus 1 by x firstly. So let me write it. X square, x plus 1 by x is nothing but 5. Then x square plus 1 upon x square will be obviously k square minus 2, right? So 25 minus 2 is equals to 23. Got it? Now let me show you something. Here it is x square. Here it is x square. Now let me show you something. Let me arrange the values in the numerator. X square is here. This x square, I can see there is plus 1 upon x square. So let me take it here. 1 upon x square. Again, there is 3x and 3 upon x. If I take 3 common here, I can see x plus 1 upon x expression is coming, and we are left out with 5. Again, in denominator it is x square plus 1 by x. Now I have arranged each and every values accordingly, and I can see clearly that I have all the values from the expression, in the expression from the equation. What is the value of x square plus 1 by x square? It is nothing but 23. Here I can see it. Plus 3 upon plus 3 into what is the value of x plus 1 by x? Nothing but 5. And again 5. Again x square plus 1 upon x square is 23. What I have? 23 plus 20 upon 23, which will be nothing but 43 upon 23. This will be your answer. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Please comment it down, because after that we are moving towards a very important topic that I gave you a glimpse about it in my last class, that is value putting method. So we are going to start that topic. So before I get into that, I want that this question is clear to each and every one of you. Clear? Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. This question number is wrong. Don't think about it. Let me explain you something before this so that it will be easier for you. See, I gave you a glimpse about value putting method. Let me write it down again. Value putting method. See, in value putting method, what I told you in a Zeist actually explained you, but I will explain you in detail here because this class is fully dedicated to value putting method and the different type of problems that can be solved from value putting method. Firstly, whenever number of variables is greater than number of equations, we can apply value putting method, VPM, or what I say is AIM, artificial intelligence method. So how much value should be assumed? Values assumed, number of values assumed is equals to number of variables, like variables minus equations. For an example, if I write something as ax plus b is equals to 0, this is equation number 1, and if I write bx plus a is equals to 1, and this is equation number 2. Now I have here two equations, you can clearly say this. I have here two equations, and how many variables I have here? One is a, this is a variable, this is 1, x is another variable, this is 2, and this is another variable which is 3. So I have here number of variables 3, variables is equals to 3, and equations is equals to 2. So according to the nature of value putting method or the basic criteria of value putting method, I can apply value putting method here because v is greater than e. Firstly, now how many values I can assume? The values that can be assumed is v minus e, which equals to 3 minus 2 is equals to 1. That means in both the equations ax plus b and bx plus a, I can assume any one value. Either it can be a, or it can be b, or it can be x, according to my simplicity, according to my requirement that examiner has asked. Definitely if this equation is given and they are asking find 2x plus 3, if they are asking, then it's a common sense that I just can't put x is equals to 1 or x is equals to 2 or x is equals to 0. Why? Because then it is of no use that these two equations are given if I'll assume the value of x only and I need to find the value of x also. I can assume then values of a either or b, and that depends what I can assume. That totally depends that How can I simplify these two equations and I can solve it very fast, quickly, right? And there is a note also. Obviously, with every formula, there's a note. Whatever we put the values, any expressions, any expression either given or to be found out can't be undefined. Undefined. It can't be undefined at any point. Any of the value that you take, at each and every point, the value should be defined. It cannot be undefined or infinite. So these things should be kept in your mind before applying value putting method. I will show you, I will give you the example of this part also, that how to judge this thing, that the value cannot be undefined. So let's move forward with an example. See, here you have been given as two equations. This is equation 1, this is equation 2, and you need to find out this value. This value is needed to be found out. You need to find this full AB from here to here. You need to find out this. Now what should be my first thing? My first thing should be just to see how many equations are there. There is two equations. And how many variables are there? A, B, C. That's it. So three variables. So I can first criteria is fulfilled, that I can apply value putting method. And how many expressions I can assume? The difference of these two is 1. So one value can be assumed by me. That's it. So our sole purpose is just to make the number of variables and equations equal. If I put the value of one expression, any one variable, not expression, the value of any one variable according to our requirement, then what will happen? There will be two variables remaining and two equations. So the main purpose of this is to make both the variables and equations equal in number. Okay. Now, what should we do? Let's take let b is equals to 0. Let us take this value and check what happens. If b is equals to 0, then from equation 1, a plus c will be equals to 0, will be equals to 6, and from equation 2, this value will be 0, this value will be 0, so ac is equals to 11. I have two expressions, a plus c equals to 6 and ac is equals to 11, right? Now let me put this value of b into this expression also, that I need to find out. Here AB it is, so this value will be 0. Again here BC it is, so this value also 0 because B is 0. Here again this is 3ABC, the value of B is 0, so this whole expression 3ABC will be 0. Now this part I don't have any variable B, so it is AC into A plus C or C plus A, whatever you can write. Now I have found that the value of AC is 11 and the value of A plus C is nothing but 6. So the actual value is 66. This is your answer. And this is how great this method is, that it can just simplify the whole big fat equation, the expressions, into just 2-3 line solutions. That is the effect of this method, value putting method. Nearly 50 to 70% of questions of value of algebra can be solved by value putting method easily. And I will show you how the problems that you already solved in the past, in last two classes, many of the problems from those also, if it has more number of variables than equations, it can be solved by value putting method. Let's move forward to next question. In this question, this is a very important question. Why this is important? Very important. Because in this question, you will learn how to put the value of variable according to your need. Yes, there is freedom that you can take any value, but how smart you can be. This is actually that you need to remember, that you need to pick the value of variable very smartly so that your calculation becomes very less and you can solve the question in just seconds. See, here the number of equation is 1 and variable we have 1, 2, 3. So how many values we can take? 2, right? So let us take putting b is equals to 1 and c is equals to 2. Let us take this value, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to 2, and check what happens. Let's put it here, a square plus 1 minus 4 is equals to 0. So a square minus 3 is equals to 0. So a square is equals to 3. We have a square is equals to 3. Now let's put these values actually, a, b, c. I can write it a is equals to root 3 also, but I can see totally clearly that I need to find the expression in that all the values are in nearly a square or the multiple of a square. So I just don't need to do anything else apart from finding a square. So I am leaving that part there only. Let's put the values here. A to the power 6 can be written as a square to the power cube. B to the power 6 is 1 to the power 6, and c to the power 6 can be written as 2 to the power 6. The value of a square is nothing but 3, b square is again 1, and c square is 4. So value of a square is 3 here, and 3 cube is nothing but 27. This is 1. 2 to the power 6 is what? 2 cube is 8. So 8 into 8 is 64. Whole divided by 12. Now here it is 28 minus 64 divided by 12. Right? So what is left here? What is left here? Minus 36 upon 12, which is nothing but minus 3. This is your answer. You got it. And you can see it came very easily. It came very quickly also. But what if I tell you that this expression, this equation can be solved, this question can be solved more easily than this, whatever I have did here. It can be solved very easily than this. The whole scenario changes if I take the value of b and c differently, or either a or b differently, anything you can say. Let us take another example. Let me write the values here at first. It is a square plus b square minus c square is equals to 0, and we need to find a to the power 6 plus b to the power 6 minus c to the power 6 upon a square, b square, c square. Okay. Now, if I take a is equals to 1 and b is equals to 1, if I take this value, a is equals to 1 and b is equals to 1, what I will get? Here it is 1, 1 square is 1, b square is again 1, minus c square is equals to 0. So the value of c square is 2. I am not finding the value of c. Why? Again, I told you in the last expression that I didn't find the value of a, because I can see in the expression that I need to find either there is c square or the multiple of c square, or there is multiple of c square. So let me put the values of a, b, c. This is 1 to the power 6 is 1. This is again 1 to the power 6 is 1. And this is what? I can write here c to the power 6 is nothing but 2 cube is 8. Can I write it? Definitely I can write it by cubing both the sides. So it is 8 here divided by 1 into 1 into 2. C square is 2. Now I can see it is minus 6 upon 2, which is minus 3. Now you tell me in the comment box which is more easier to solve. B is equals to 1 and C is equals to 2, or A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 1. Even a very stupid student will also say that the second part, the second method, the second expressions, the second values that we have put is actually making our solution very easier, and very quickly we are getting that values, quickly getting those values, right? So why this, I told you why this equation, why this question is very important, because in this question you learned that how smartly you can take the values of the variables which you can put according to you, and just simplify the equation in very easier way. This is also the value that you have taken, and this is also the value that you have taken, and in both the cases this is actually more complex and this is more simpler. So you will have to decide at the moment that which value you need to take so that your solution becomes very easy. Your solution becomes very easy to solve. Actually, it is actually the requirement of this method is to reduce the calculation, basically. That is why this whole method was invented. So I hope all of you have understood this question very well. Let's move forward with the next question. Again, there is a question expression in front of you, one equation, two variables, so you can put definitely value of one variable according to your need. What you can put, let us take q is equals to 0, which will give us p is equals to 4, right? Now let's put these values into this expression that we need to find. P cube is 4 cube, this will become 0, this will become 0, and here it is 64. We know that 4 cube is nothing but 64, minus 64 is equals to 0. So this is your answer. Okay. But this question can be solved by one more method, which you can easily see. This is also previous year question. See, you can easily see that this is nothing but this value, this expression is nothing but p cube, right? This is p cube and this is 4 cube. This is 4 cube. Here it is 4 cube, right? P cube, 4 cube. Are you getting some link? What is the formula? What is the formula? It can be clearly seen that this value actually, this is 4 cube, leave it. This is not of our use right now. This value from here to here is nothing but p minus 2 cube whole cube. How? Let me write it. If I cube this value, what I'll get? P cube minus a cube, p cube minus 2q cube, that is 8q cube, minus again 3 into 2 p cube into p minus 2 cube, right? A minus b. Now this p minus 2 cube is given as 4, so it can be written as p cube minus 8q cube minus 6 p cube into 4. So it is p cube minus 8q cube minus 24 p cube minus 24 p cube. Everybody understood this thing? So this value is nothing but p minus 2 q whole cube. So I can write it here as p minus 2q whole cube minus 64, and again p minus 2q is nothing but 4. So this is 4 cube, and now this will come handy. What I said here earlier, that is this is 4 cube. So this is 4 cube. So both of this will cancel out and the answer is 0. See, in this process actually you need to remember few things. You need to analyze few things. You need to put the values accordingly, then you will get the answer. But in value putting method, that is the beauty of that method, that you can just get the answer by putting the value in seconds. So always go for value putting method. I have shown you the basic method just to show you how magical this method is, how beautiful this method is. So you should never go for basic methods in these type of questions, right? Now let's move forward to next question. Again here, how many number of variables are here? I guess number of variables are 4 and equation is only 1. So 3 values can be put by us. Let's take the value of t is equals to 0, value of b is equals to 1, and value of c is equals to minus 1. Let us take this value. So what I'll get the value of a is equals to 0 easily. I will get the value of a is equals to 0. Now let's put these values in the expression that we need to find. As the value of t is 0, so this will be cancelled out. Here it is 0 minus 0 is 0. Again 0 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 divided by what? 0 plus 1 plus 1, because minus 1 square will be 1. So here we have 1 upon 2 which is 1. Got it? But let's analyze one more thing. Do you really think that we need to put all the values out here? No, we just need only one value to put. Actually this actually gives us the freedom, right? This actually gives us the freedom that we can put the values up to 3 according to ourselves. But if we can put only one value and get the answer, then we don't need to put all the values. How? I will show you. See, in this expression only, if I take the value of t is equals to 0 only, let me put it here. This value will be cancelled out. This is cancelled out. This is cancelled out. This is cancelled out. What I'll get here? A square, because minus a, here it is minus a whole square, so it will be a square. Again minus b whole square will be b square, plus minus a whole square will be c square, and in denominator I have a square plus b square plus c square. And these values are cancelling each other out, and we are getting the value is 1. Aren't we getting the value 1 here? Yes, we are. Definitely we are. So sometimes we just need to see the equation, and this will come with practice. This will not come overnight. You will have to practice these type of questions as much you can. Then only you will get these things actually in the examination. Otherwise you won't be able to crack these things. You will have to understand the z's, that at which value, at which point you need to put actually these kind of values. Got it? So let's move forward with next question. See, here we have again one equation, 3 variables. Do we need to again say here something like that? Just give me a second. Yes, let's see. Let me put the value of c here. Firstly, do I again need to explain you this, that we have variable 3, equation 1, so two values can be taken by us, assumed by us. We can put three, we can put two values according to ourselves, according to our need. Let us put, let us assume c is equals to 0, and what will happen? What will happen? Let's just take c is equals to 0, then a will be equals to minus b, right? So when c is 0, this value will be 0, this value will be 0, right? And what I have here a square upon 2a square, because this is 0, here this is 0, and here I have b square upon 2b square. Now this is cancelled out, this is cancelled out. What is remaining? Half plus half is equals to 1. This is your answer. We only needed c is equals to 0, other things are automatically adjusted. We didn't even required a is equals to minus b. This expression, this equation was not needed also, because a square is cancelled out by a square and b square is cancelled out by b square, right? Now let's just move with another question. This is a very simple question. Do I need to solve it? I'll request you, whenever you come to these type of questions, you just pause the video. Firstly, you pause the video, try to solve the question according to your own, because this will develop your analytical thinking, that how to approach a question in the examination, right? This will just help you when you are giving mock exams also. When you will give mock examination, I know you are not giving mock examination right now because you are preparing for CGL 2024, so it's not appropriate to give mock examinations at this point of time, but definitely you will be giving for the point of time somewhere, either in the month of December or November somewhere, when your syllabus will be totally completed. Okay, so just pause this video and try this question on your own, because these are very easy questions, right? There is two variable, one equation. How many values we can assume? We can put value of one variable according to our need. So let's put b is equals to 0. Let's put b is equals to 0, so a is equals to 1. What will happen? This is 0, this is 0. 1 cube is nothing but 1. Do we need to do something for this extra? No, we don't need. It will be done in a snap. You will snap and you get the answer in seconds. Let's move forward to the next question and next expression. Again, same thing. Nothing much to say actually. Three variables, one equation, two values can be put by us. So let's take c is equals to, let's take a is equals to 0. We can take anyone, no issues with that. Let's take a is equals to 0 and b is equals to 1. So what will be the value of c? C will be minus 1. Let's put these values in this expression. This is 0. This is 1 plus 1 upon 1, because this value will be 0. So we have 2 as our answer. Let's move forward. Don't waste time over these questions. Again, you'll pause this video here. You will try to solve this question, because I am solving it continuously, but you will just pause this video and try to solve this question according to whatever I have taught you till now. Just count the variables, count the equation, and put the values according to your need. Let's see. Again, variable is equals to 3, equation is equals to 1. Two values can be put by us, but just put c is equals to 0. What will happen? Again, a is equals to minus b. If c is equals to 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. We just don't need this value again. A square upon 1, A square upon A square is 1 and B square upon B square is 1. So the whole value will be 2. This is your answer. Let's move forward without wasting any time. Again, here we have two variables and one equation, right? So let's put y is equals to 0. What will happen? This will get 0, this will get 0, so x is equals to 1. Now this is 0, this is 0, 1 cube is nothing but 1. This is your answer. Just move forward in seconds. This is a very important question, very important question, because it will explain you few things. This will definitely explain you few things. Because here you will apply all the things that you have learned till now, mostly. Let's see. What we have here, we have again variable 3, equation 1. So two values can be taken by us. Let's take L is equals to 1 and N is equals to 1. What will have again? M plus 1 plus 1 upon M, right, is equals to 0. So what we have? M plus 1 upon M is equals to minus 1. Got it? We have this value. Now let us put this value again here in the expression that we need to find out. See, from this we can deduce many things. Firstly, M cube is equals to 1, first thing that we learned in our last class, and today's class also started from this expression only, that whenever this expression is given, we know that M cube is equals to 1. Secondly, we can deduce M square plus 1 upon M square also, M cube plus 1 upon M cube also. We'll see what we need to find. Firstly, let us put the value of L is equals to 1 and N is equals to 1 here. This is 1 upon M square, right? This is M square upon 1 and this is 1. 1 upon 1 is 1. So what we need to find? We need to find M square plus 1 upon M square is equals to minus 1. So this value can be found out from this expression, that is M square plus 1 upon M square is nothing but K square, that is minus 1 square minus 2, right? K square minus 2. So this is 1 minus 2 is equals to minus 1. Got it? Everybody understood this? Now this expression M square plus 1 upon M square is minus 1 and again minus 1. So this is 2 minus 2. This is your answer. See, such a beautiful question this was. How many things you can deduce from this? Many things can be explained from this one equation only. I hope I have cleared each and every doubt from this question. If anybody is having any doubt about this question, and if you are having any query, just go and comment it down. I will definitely reply you there, because I reply each and every one of you. Now, the last question of the day is on your TV screen, computer screen, laptop screen, mobile screen, or on your palm. This is a very easy question. This will be a homework for you. Complete it and comment down the answer. I will not solve this, because this is a very easy equation, very easy question. Number of variable is 2 and equation is 1. So you need to put one value, which can easily be seen. You can put b is equals to 0. So the whole expression will be coming something. So I will not do this question. No, I will not do this question. You will have to do this question and comment the answer down. Okay. Now coming to the last topic, last page. What I told you to comment down about Telegram group. First thing you need to do that. If some aspirants, nearly 100 aspirants, are interested in this thing, I will definitely start this group. Otherwise, I will drop it, because this is not my. I'm not into it right now. So I'll develop this if you want this. Simple thing. Secondly, if you have come here, your job is to like the video, subscribe the channel, and share the video with all the aspirants who want free videos, free paid course in English. So you'll have to share this video with all of those aspirants and students. And secondly, all the aspirants who are economically weak and are actually poor and they can't purchase paid courses in 10,000, 15,000 like that. So this video should be shared with them so that they can learn mathematics paid course without any jittering, any palpitations, anything related to giving money to someone for paid courses. And lastly, what I say is obviously thank you from mildly thoughtful. See, one more thing I just want to tell you, that don't go with my handwriting because I don't have doctor's handwriting, because this is the amenities, the technical things that I'm using, that pen tab, this pen, these things are actually very, very cheap. So I can't afford huge technicalities. That is why I'm teaching with these things. So please don't go with this, because in these kind of technical things, it will always be gonna be on the lower side. It will not be of high quality, but my content will definitely pay you more than this. Right, so let's end this class. So we'll meet up again in the next video and next class. That will be our algebra's fourth class, right? I think we'll have 3 more classes in algebra and 1 class I have dedicated for quadratic equation. So we'll complete the algebra part in next 3-4 classes definitely. Chalo, bye bye, namaskaram Bharat, Jai Hind.